pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Send us your tired and your weary, but no, this is not America.
This whole thing is, when Miss Jones called me back and said, Mr. Jones, my son has scars on him. Now I know, I'm telling you what I feel. This is what I feel as an individual. I feel that they wrongfully harassed him physically, mentally, verbally, in any way they could. And after they got through doing whatever they was doing, they put him in what they call a solitary type of confinement, thinking that his wounds would heal in time, that they may be able to bring him back out so she could see him. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. And I believe to this day, because I saw with my own eyes, I saw what they said was the rope that he used to hang himself with. And I'm telling you, I wish you would have brought it today, but it ain't that. That's almost impossible. That looks like it was created by somebody who had talent to create it. And then I'm gonna show you how good God is. I got a phone call from the ACLU. And if you haven't seen that movie called American Violet, please go see it, because the ACLU is involved in that movie. And I got a call from the ACLU from Miss Melinda Bird, who's an attorney who works for the ACLU, who has a pending lawsuit against the county jail system. And they're trying to shut it down because it's unfit for human beings to be in. It's dirty inside. The sheriffs in there aren't treating the people with respect and dignity. And of course, they must have really neglected to take care of Thomas, because had they taken care of him properly, he would not be expired today. This letter came from a young man who was on the same row as John Thomas Horton III. Now, if that ain't God working, I don't know what is, because this letter has everything that transpired and everything that happened. And from what it said in this letter, they allowed him to be in his cell, deceased and expired, for more than 24 hours, and nobody checked on him. Because the paramedics said, and we are obtaining the information from the paramedics, it's under investigation. They doing their investigation, we doing our investigation. See, either we gonna stand up for this or we gonna fall for everything. Then, I hate to use the word, murder them.
This happened too a couple of years ago in the men's central jail.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has, and we want to talk about that.
Yeah.
We're here today to talk about, not only about, we're here, the priority is John Thomas Horton III. But the other priority is proving to the system that there's more people who have died the same way, that have been neglected and abused and mistreated within the jail system. These sheriffs are not properly trained. They have no respect for human life. When parents do and family do come down to see their children, they even disrespect you when you're a hard-working family member. You going in there to see your family, to support your family, but let me tell you how they're robbing us, y'all. A phone card, $25 to talk for 2 or 3 minutes. A care package, $30, and you get a candy bar and a piece of soap and a toothpaste and a toothbrush. Money on the books. By the time they get through with this system that they got going on in there, they're breaking you, they're robbing us. It's a premeditated conspiracy to set up a modern day slavery. And not only are they doing the slave trade in there, they are literally hanging our kids in the jail system. And guess what? They took off the Ku Klux Klan mask and they put on a badge, which means now they're licensed to kill. Y'all hear me right now? They make it legal to kill. So we, the people, are going to be versus the LA County Sheriff Department and county jail system. We, the people. Because we, the people, have a right, a human right, a constitutional right, a civil right to fight for our rights. It is an injustice to every mother who has lost their child, not only on these streets, but behind the bars in jail where it's supposed to be safe. Where is the revitalization? Where is the rejuvenation? Where is the rehabilitation that's supposed to be in the jail system? When you go to jail, you're supposed to be rehabilitated, right, y'all? You're supposed to be revitalized and rejuvenated, so when you come home, you've learned to remember never to forget that there's still opportunities for you as a human being in this world. But when you go in there and they taunt you, this letter is so compelling, y'all. I want to read some of it so bad, but I'm going to tell you without reading it. It says in there that the sheriffs in there were taunting her son, waving a flashlight at him, calling him names, not feeding him properly on time, not making sure that he had a shower on time, not giving him his meds on time. And I call that neglect. That is against the law. To neglect an inmate. An inmate has a right. Y'all don't know, it's a lot going on behind the walls. That's why we got to visit our family behind the walls. Support our sisters and brothers behind the walls. I don't know if y'all know, but when Paris Hilton went to jail, I made a big issue out of that because of the fact that she had favoritism. She had a cell phone, a flat screen TV, and everything else. But I don't know if y'all saw, you could go on YouTube and watch it. I got in touch with the Hilton family and I said, you need to donate some money to support other people in the jail that have mental issues too. And they did it because they knew that they got their daughter special privileges. My privilege today is to be standing here in front of you so we can talk about what we gonna do to make sure that this never happens again. Because if we don't fight for change, trust me y'all, change won't happen.
He can't have visits or he can't have phone calls. So I never got a chance to see my son or even talk to him to even see how he was doing. And that's just something on my mind that hurts me every single day, that I never got a chance to ever have another conversation with my baby, my only son. And, you know, and I just think it's just an injustice that, you know, you come to tell me that my son died on the 30th of March, and then I come to find out that his body was stiff as a board when you bring him out the cell. So that means he had to be dead way longer than what y'all trying to tell me that he died. And it seems like, you know, it's a blind ear is being turned to this. And I'm just trying to make sure that, you know, this don't happen to nobody else's child. Because it shouldn't have happened to mine. Because I did everything in a mother's will and power to make sure that my son was being taken care of and getting the right mental health treatment that he's supposed to have been getting when he walked in that jail. So, and I just want to make sure that, you know, that this doesn't happen to anybody else's kid. Because whether they're 40, 50 years old, they still your child. You know, and he didn't deserve to die like that. You know, they saying he hung himself, but I don't believe my son hung himself, because I have pictures showing where my son's wrist is cut down to the meat by handcuff. I have a picture where my son has took a blow to the head where you can see.
Do it. They've been trying to keep this out the newspaper. The Sheriff's Department do not want this story out. That's why the press, I sent out a press release today. We should have had channel 2, 4, 11, 13, 7, and 9 should have been here, and CNN. But you know why they're not here? Because the Sheriff's Department probably sent their PR person to say, shut that down, y'all. But guess what? I got my brother here, Ernest, right there. Give Ernest a hand, y'all. I got my brother right here. Yo, give us your whole name, bro. Introduce yourself.
Won't be filled with sorrow in this place that's not America.